The reason I'm concerned, Key, is because they're the 27th ranked passing offense. And when you look at them and their success, we all understand the greatness of Lamar Jackson. We understand how mercurial of a talent that he is and how sensational he is running with the football. He's the greatest running quarterback we've ever seen in NFL history. There has never been anybody that can run with the football the way Lamar Jackson can run with the football at the quarterback position. He's just that sensational. The problem, Key, is that he has one playoff win in his career, and that harkens me towards the competition. Let's think about the coaches. Let's just think about it right now, Key. So if the playoffs were to begin today, Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, even though Eric Bieniemy is our offensive coordinator, but got Andy Reid there. You got Vrabel in Tennessee. Cincinnati's elevating with Zach Taylor. They just went to the Super Bowl. We understand we can't sniff at them. And then in the AFC East, we got Bill Belichick. We got Salah. We've got what we're seeing from Miami. And, of course, we got the Buffalo Bills, who are expected to be healthier once the playoffs arrive on the defensive side of the ball. I'm saying that if you are Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, you're going to have to show you can throw that damn football in order for real success to come your way. And that is where if they weren't running the football effectively, but they were throwing it considerably better, I would feel far, far, far more confident about what I'm seeing from the Ravens. The fact that that still hasn't been the case and your offense is still predicated, of course, the greatness of Lamar Jackson is what it is, but I'm saying predicated on his running ability concerns me.
You know, there is a little bit of cause for concern, I would say, with the Baltimore Ravens offense, but at the same time, this has been the same conversation that we done had now for 5 years. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing in 5 years. What they've got to do is they got to win the division. If they can win the division, get a home playoff game, you obviously draw a different seed at that point in time, a different team with the seed that you get. Maybe you draw a Miami if they don't win their division, or maybe there's a New England in the forecast. You look at that. What wins in the playoffs is defense and running the football. That is what wins in the playoffs. And if this is truly a Baltimore Ravens defense has gotten back to the old ways, then they're going to win. They're going to win games by running the football with Lamar Jackson and whoever totes it at the running back position and playing solid and sound defense. That's why they went out there and got Roquan Smith from the Chicago Bears, because they needed to solidify their defense. Their secondary stays healthy, then they can become one of the better secondaries up against the likes of Tyreek Hill and company in Miami, or Patrick Mahomes and the receivers that they have, or the receivers in the passing game in Cincinnati, the receivers in the passing game in Buffalo, because God knows New England doesn't have a passing game. So when you look at the teams that they may have to face come playoff time, they got a defense that can challenge those offenses. Now it's whether or not they can run the ball effectively and put points on the board.
Well, I'm going to challenge you on that, because they usually have a defense that can challenge, and they usually can run the football. The impediment to their Super Bowl aspirations has been their passing attack. And yet again, here we are, like you started saying, we've been talking about this for 5 years. Well, doesn't that concern you that we've been saying the same thing for 5 years?
It does, but it doesn't, Stephen A., because this is what they do. We don't
But it's
say
not good enough, Key.
But they haven't. It's not good enough to beat Kansas City and Buffalo in the past. But what if it is this year? What if it is this year?
There we go.
No, what if it is this year, though?
What ifs? I'm saying no.
You looking at them. You looking at them struggle in the passing game, and you panic. There's no need to panic.
Key. If you see a brother throwing the football, right, hypothetically, and he just can't get it done 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, Keyshawn Johnson is not going to sit up there and say, that was in the past, we'll see. He's going to go by the past to say, this is what we've seen, and as a result, I'm not sold on it. That's what you would do.
Have you seen other quarterbacks throw the ball in the past? In the regular season, they get to the playoffs and can't figure it out? You've seen that. You've seen it. You've been covering sports too long to act like you haven't, Stephen A.
I'm not saying I haven't. What I'm saying is, for the purposes of the conversation about the Baltimore Ravens, we've been saying the same thing about them. You can't sit up there and say, well, that was then. It's the same issue.
They have a certain philosophy and style that they like, that they believe in, that have won them championships in the past. That's what they believe in. That's why they don't go out and get high-priced receivers in free agency. That's why they barely drafted Bateman in the number 1 spot, because that's not what they believe. Their strength is their defense. We feel we can win on defense with a short field with our style of quarterback. Does that work in the playoffs? It does work. Once you get into the playoffs, it's portable. You can take what they do and go from city to city and win football games.
I'm not saying they can't win, Keyshawn. I would never disrespect John Harbaugh like that, nor would I disrespect Lamar Jackson like that. What I'm trying to say to you is, bro, who's the favorites in the AFC?
It's Kansas City.
Okay, all right. Take Kansas City out of the mix. Who would you label the favorite?
It would be I would say, if Kansas City gone, I'm going to say Miami.
Okay, take Miami and Kansas City out of the way. Who would you pick?
Probably going to pick Buffalo.
See what I'm saying? I gave you three. I gave you three chances
to
put Baltimore up there, and you can't do it.
But Baltimore ain't better than them. Even if they did have receivers, they not better than them.
Whoa, wait a minute. If Baltimore, listen, first of all,
not better than them.
Let me finish. First of all, Duvernay, I ain't going to get on that. I'm not Ava DuVernay, the great Ava DuVernay. We ain't talking about her. Devin Duvernay, he's had some good moments this year. Let's give him some respect. DeMarcus Robinson shows up. He had 128 receiving yards, 9 receptions last week. Okay, is Bateman going to be back at some point this year? Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.